Hello everyone, I'm Abasud and welcome to my course Cloud Compliance. So today we will be looking into business continuity and management plan. So we have taken this content from NIST, CSA, and various other sources. So let's understand what do the management plan. So the tools and the interfaces we use to manage our infrastructure, platform, application, but cloud abstracts and centralized administrative management of resources instead of controlling the data center configuration with boxes and wire. It is now controlled with API calls and web console. Centralized also bring security benefits. There are no hidden resources. You always know where everything you own is at all times and how it is configured. This is an emergent property of both broad network access and metered service. The cloud controller always need to know what resources are in the pool and out of the pool and where are they located. The management plan is a key tool for enabling and enforcing separation and isolation in multi-tenant cloud. Limiting who can do what with the API is one more important mean of segregating out customers and different users within a single tenant. So if we are talking about security, it's talking about the parameter security, protecting from attack against the management panel component itself, such as web and API server. It includes both low level network defense as well as higher level defense. Second is customer authentication, providing secure mechanisms for customer to authenticate to the management panel. It should use external standards like auth or HTTP request. Next is internal authentication and credential passing, the mechanism your own employees use to connect with the non customer facing portion of a management plan. It also include any translation between customer authentication and any internal API request. Next is authorization and entitlement. The entitlement available to customers and the entitlement for internal administrator. General entitlement better enables customer to securely manage their own users and administrators. Next and last is logging, monitoring, and alerting. So, robust logging monitoring of administrative is essential for effective security and compliance. This applies both to what the customer does in their account to what employees do in their day-to-day management of services. Alerting of unusual events in an important security control. Next, look into it. Then the next thing is business continuity. So there are three main aspects which we need to consider while we are talking about business continuity. First is ensuring continuity and recovery within a given cloud provider. So there are tools and techniques to best architect your cloud deployment to keep things running if either what you deploy break or a portion of cloud provider break. Second is preparing for and managing cloud provider outages. This extend from more constrained constraint problem that you can architect around within a provider to the wide outrage that take down all or some of the provider in a way that exceeds the capability of internal DR control. And the third is consider option for portability in case you need to migrate providers or platforms. This could be very helpful due to anything from desiring a different feature set to complete loss of the provider. So if you're talking about the BC, that is business continuity and disaster recovery, must account the entire logical stack, which starts from meta structure. So metastructure says since account configurations are controlled by software, these configurations should be backed up in a restorable format. This isn't always possible and it's pretty rare in SaaS, but these tools to implement this is many as that is infrastructure as a provider platform using software driven infrastructure. So what is software driven infrastructure? It allows you to create an infrastructure template to configure all or some of the aspects of cloud deployment. These templates are then translated natively by the cloud providers or into API calls. Then infrastructure, as mentioned, any provider will offer feature to support their higher availability that can comparably will be achieved in a traditional data center for the same cost, but they only work is if you adjust your architecture. Lift and shift application to the cloud without architectural adjustment or redesigning will offer result in low availability. Next is infrastructure, that is data synchronization is often one of the more difficult issue to manage across location. Even if the actual storage costs are manageable, this is due to the size of the data sets and keeping data in sync across the location and services. Sometimes that's often difficult even in a single storage location or system. The last is the API structure. API structure includes all of the above, but also the application as such like code, message, queues, etc. When a cloud user build their own cloud application, they are usually built on the top of a as or pass or resilience and recovery are inherently tied to these layers, but API structure includes the full range of application in a security. So this is what we are having as a part of our management plan and business continuity and disaster recovery. Thank you.